Hello violin players, welcome to Pro-Am Strings. I'm Henriette, and in this clinic today we've been asked a question by a lady called Lorna who lives in Canada, and she is wondering why her bow does not make a sound. And I get asked this question quite a lot, so that's why I wanted to make this into a violin clinic video, because you yourself might have come across this or have the same question. There may be different reasons why your bow is not making a sound. And quite often we come across this issue when people buy a brand new violin and they've never played the violin, and then they are full of expectation, and I guess that's the same in Lorna's case as well, and then you start to play and there is no sound, and that's so disappointing, isn't it? If you buy a new violin and it's got a new bow that's never been played, first of all you need to tighten the bow hair. So you use this screw at the end of your bow to tighten it, so you turn it clockwise. And now I want you to take a look here. So if it's loose, the hair and the stick come together here, and when you tighten it, you need to tighten it so much until you've got a finger width space at the narrowest point between the stick and the hair, and then you've got about enough tension in the hair. There are two different types of hair with which a bow is strung. First of all, this hair can be horsehair, and this is traditionally used for stringing bows, but it can also be synthetic hair, and both types of bow hair are slightly elastic, and this is why we tighten the bow hair when we start to play, and this is also why we need to loosen the hair after we finish playing. So then you loosen the screw until the hair is a little bit slacker, so it touches the stick right here in the middle. So let me tighten it. For some of you that may already cure the issue of not having the sound, simply because the hair wasn't tight in the first place. But we also need to put some rosin on the hair. I've got a block of rosin here. Rosin is resin from a tree. You may have noticed that sometimes when you go for walks in the woods and you touch a pine tree in particular, it's very sticky, and that is resin seeping from the bark of the tree, but it has been prepared in a factory so we can use it on our bow. And you want to put some rosin on your bow to make it a little bit rougher, so that it creates friction between the bow and the strings. So I'm going to put some rosin on my bow, and I'm going to start at the heel of the bow, and I'm using the rosin in very short sections. Look, I'm rosining here, and once I see that some of that white powder comes off onto the hair, I'm moving on to the next section. Keep rosining, just apply some gentle pressure, and this way I go and cover the whole of the bow. So I'm using short sections so I know where I've been, and also to make sure that I don't forget any sections. And I'm paying particular attention that I put enough rosin at either end of the bow. People sometimes ask the question, why does my bow sound ragged at either end? And that may well be because you haven't got enough rosin at either the point of the bow or at the heel of the bow. So now I've got a good layer of rosin on my bow, and I'm just going to shake some excess rosin off, and now I'm ready to play. And I think your bow will make a much better sound now. So thanks Lorna for asking this question. It has a very easy solution, so I'm hoping this helps. Now if you want to take part in this violin clinic series, send your video with your question to info@proamstrings.com, and you might feature in one of my future classes. Thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Goodbye.